the trap, I'm doing me. Hey, yo, keep back with my feet up in the trap, I'm doing me. I'm doing me. Hey, yo, keep back with my feet up in the trap, I'm doing me. Keep my distance from these suckers, I can't let them ruin me. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me. 13 jumped off the porch with drug dealers influence me. Hey, yo, keep back with my feet up, keep back with my feet up. Keep back with my feet up in the trap, I'm doing me. Hey, yo, keep back with my feet up, keep back with my feet up. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me. Way to work naked like a skinny dipping, no crosses needed for this crucifixion. Fold out, couple screws missing. Paranoid religion, superstition. No paper in the river fishing. Need a stove, what a nigga's kitchen. Without a diamond, still shine glisten. Sell around so everybody itching. Falling strong, trying to go a mission. Mathematics, simple addition. Bad luck like a bad kid. One other few, still around street, no matter what. Never act different, no GPS. But they back tripping. Money cup, guess I'm back sipping. Like Jason Kidd, I guess I'm back a hey, yo, keep back with my feet up in the trap, I'm doing me. Keep my distance from these suckers, I can't let them ruin me. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me. 13 jumped off the porch with drug dealers influence me. Hey, yo, keep back with my feet up, keep back with my feet up. Keep back with my feet up in the trap, I'm doing me. Hey, yo, keep back with my feet up, keep back with my feet up. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me.
Riding the tourist, dreaming of a rate. Got a little bun, then another K. Go by the escapade, pop out a K. Back cabin with a juice at a Timberlake. Real reach at a rally, it's a murder 8. Ball pro, don't rock step with a 8. I'm a star cloud 9, I'm an Alex Pay. Roll run the show, money, get it straight to stay. Play brother, finna kill, Evan on the way. Riding 36, 9, present on J. I was counting money way back in 08. 7 name with that boy, money boy Trey. HD lifestyle, let me 4K. 4 clip, 2 rock, cone, 8K. Then legal, I carry 34 state. Sick and tired, nigga, you gotta
hey, yo, keep back with my feet up in the trap, I'm doing me. Keep my distance from these suckers, I can't let them ruin me. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me. 13 jumped off the porch with drug dealers influence me. Hey, yo, keep back with my feet up, keep back with my feet up. Keep back with my feet up in the trap, I'm doing me. Hey, yo, keep back with my feet up, keep back with my feet up. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me. Hey, yo, keep back with my feet up in the trap, I'm doing me. Keep my distance from these suckers, I can't let them ruin me. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me. 13 jumped off the porch with drug dealers influence me. Hey, yo, keep back with my feet up, keep back with my feet up. Keep back with my feet up in the trap, I'm doing me. Hey, yo, keep back with my feet up, keep back with my feet up. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me.
Whole team shining, we stars, big dipper. Get a lot of haystack gang in the sip. Niggas ain't real, nigga. Nope. You gotta feel me, nigga. Yep. Smile in my face behind my back, you tryna kill me, nigga. Damn. You say you got beef, then what you wanna do? What? You screaming, fuck me, nah, nigga, fuck you. Bitch. You ain't hard at me. Nope. Couple kick dough, couple robbery. Nigga get extorted, get aborted, he don't pay the fee. Posted in the north, got the 2 to 4 recipe. I be cooking chicken, bitch, not talking rotisserie. I got all my hater, man, I know that they sick of me. Who the fuck he think he is, motherfucker MB3? I honestly pay him no attention. They up under me. Haters call me Visa cause I'm everywhere they wanna be. Ladies, man, catch me with more honeys than a bumblebee. Say she got a husband, but she always wanna suck the D. State gang, true sipper, who these niggas wanna be? I been getting money since a younger. I been pushing peace, stay strapped. Gotta watch your back when you're in the streets. Friends turn to foes, never know who your enemy. I was in Detroit, he ain't keep the same energy. West side down the slide, I don't think he feeling me. I was on some demon time, nigga talking about killing me. Then no business, let's see all that shit that you gon' do to me. Come outside, why you scared? I thought that you been a G. We don't bluff, we pulling up, we different down in Tennessee. Riding through the city, I'm with it, I got my 9 clock. If it really pity, let's get it, I got the gun locked. Green and white square, been serving them on the same block. Timepiece with me, she foreign, she come from Bangkok. Riding through the city, I'm with it, I got my 9 clock. If it really pity, let's get it, I got the gun locked. Green and white square, been serving them on the same block. Timepiece with me, she foreign, she come from Bangkok. I got an old school bitch, call her Aretha. Shawty so fine, shawty she a keeper. Smoke that reefer, preferred by the quarter. I do this for my kids, my sons and my daughter. Get treated like a king. Hoes call me sire. One look like Lotto, the other look like Maya. My plug, he ain't playing, he only talking them numbers. I cop it, whip it, and ship it. My money coming in bundles. Different flavors of kush, orange, grape, and apple. If a nigga trap me, it's gonna be a disaster. Dope money and bitches, pimp robbers and snitches. It's all in my hood. My homies say that I'm gifted, I really can't complain. Shit starting to change, a product of my environment. Tell me who can I blame? Neck like a glacier, bought my shawty a bracelet. Money go get her, that's why these niggas be hating. Riding through the city, I'm with it, I got my 9 grind. If it really fitted, let's get it, I got the game locked. Green and white squares, been serving them on the same block. Bad beast with me, she foreign, she come from Bangkok. Riding through the city, I'm with it, I got my 9 grind. If it really fitted, let's get it, I got the game locked. Green and white squares, been serving them on the same block. Bad beast with me, she foreign, she come from Bangkok. Riding through the city, I'm with it, I got my 9 grind. If it really fitted, let's get it, I got the game locked. Green and white squares, been serving them on the same block. Bad beast with me, she foreign, she come from Bangkok. Riding through the city, I'm with it, I got my 9 grind. If it really fitted, let's get it, I got the game locked. Green and white squares, been serving them on the same block. Bad beast with me, she foreign, she come from Bangkok.
Whole team shining, we stars, big dipper. Get a lot of hate, state gang in the city.
Never been a hoe, I stay on go, so what the business? Nigga talking reckless, shoot this bitch ass with the quickness. Now he bleeding, sorry, begging, asking for forgiveness. Bow, 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 limp biscuit. All my niggas wildin', they done labeled us the misfits. Wake up every morning, 2 or 3, 5 in the tidbit. Oh shit, didn't nobody come to see you old, it's some focus. Shoot 100 shots, no reloaded. Master of the game, you would think I'm into coding. Memphis niggas spit this pimpin', mackin' like I'm golden. Ho, with my money, you gon' turn me to the old me. Say hi, first class flight, I'm in the nosebleed. Copy, cooking, whipping, shipping, till we count the proceeds. OG, I've been moving pack niggas since 03. Low key, niggas hating, but they don't want no beef. State gang, true sippers, bitch, I bet we don't eat. Get jammed, get a lawyer, make it bunny, don't speak. Pour up, oh, I need some more. A nigga had a long week. Shout out to my plug, he showed me love, he out in Long Beach. I'm true geek, walking by myself but left with 2 freaks. Ooh wee, nothing in their mouth and on they booty. Austin Power swag, yeah baby, this is groovy. You can call me money boy or you can call me nudie. Hood niggas, churches, chicken, let me get a 2-piece. Top down, 2-seater, let me feel the 2 breathe. Gotta hold it steady, chopper, kick it back like Bruce Lee. Lately I've been in the zone, I guess I'm in my 2-3. Don't call my phone for nothing less than a QP. Feeling like the Migos, cause my bitch is bad and bougie. All my haters love me, all these bitches just some groupies. Came a long way, I like to introduce the new me. Standing on business like I'm king or like I'm Drewski. Call me Ron Island, cause I like my love for choosy. When we link it's a movie, she bustin' like a Uzi. I love the way she do me, I beat it up like Uzi. She dancing just like Suki. Call me Ron Island, cause I love my love for choosy. When we link it's a movie, she bustin' like a Uzi. I love the way she do me, I beat it up like Uzi. She dancing just like Suki. I never been a hoe, I stay on go, so what the business? Niggas talking reckless, shoot his bitch ass with the quickness. Name pleading, sorry, begging, asking for forgiveness. Bow, 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 limp biscuit. Never been a hoe, I stay on go, so what the business? Nigga talking reckless, shoot his bitch ass with the quickness. Name pleading, sorry, begging, asking for forgiveness. Bow, 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 limp biscuit. So cold, but I'm so hot. Same
The boys
I'm up in the trap, I'm dope boy.
with them now.
Dope boy now. The game so cold, but I'm so hot. Same old shit, still on the block. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. The game so cold, but I'm so hot. Same old shit, still on the block. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. 1,008 gram, headed straight to the block. Pirates, this water while till it's hot. Listen double up, turn a little to a lot. Right hand on the cell phone, take an order. Left hand 360, motor to a lot. Blue hollow tips, got switches on the dot. State game, true sippers can't be stopped. Laughing at you haters while I'm thumbing through the paper. Says long at the bottom, won't you meet me at the top? The nigga ain't shit, yeah, I get that a lot. Won't be deterred and I won't be stopped. Shaq Diesel number one, I post up on the block. 24/7 cause the hustle don't stop. 31 flavor, take an order like a waiter. I be selling more gas than a local truck stop. 1,200 strong for a pound to the top. Got me shining, I'm a star. Ask about me, I am legend. They gon' tell you who we are. Fuck these niggas, fuck these bitches. Get money, all I know. No love for these bitches. Never saving these hoes. The game so cold, but I'm so hot. Same old shit, still on the block. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. The game so cold, but I'm so hot. Same old shit, still on the block. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not.
When I'm thinking about the past, yeah, gon' get some nice gang, we at the spot. If we ever was short, then it's back to the block, you probably get shot. Every day's a sudden change, we getting money, that's one thing, it's never gon' stop. Real dope boys do what it takes, playing high stakes, living to die. Do your time, keep it quiet, no matter who you are, don't get what you got. Stack it up, that's the bond to stay fresh. Oh, they think that you're not. Take a roll with a hoe, they gon' let you go. Somebody's gonna say you ain't hot. Just invest in yourself, don't worry about nobody else. There ain't no handout. If you say the same, put it on chain. Let them see you ain't tied down. Got a couple rings, did a lot of things. I ain't really gon' talk about it. Give me a trade, get you to go. She gon' show up and show out. So don't ask me what a dope at, cause you already around.
The game so cold, but I'm so hot. Same old shit, still on the block. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. The game so cold, but I'm so hot. Same old shit, still on the block. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Good morning, people. Good morning. Who the hell did this say I need to go back outside? Why are y'all condoning bad behavior? I was being mean. I'm not supposed to be out there talking about people like that. It was a lot of boxes out there, though. I don't lie. It was a lot of Domino's pizza boxes out there. But I'm not supposed to talk about people. I wasn't supposed to do that. But, dude, first of all, this is the craziest shit ever. See, Attorney Bumpus said, "Fuck it, I'm finna be a social media celebrity and get this law money." I ain't mad at her. So she goes live, and then Woody decides to pop up on the live. And not only does Woody pop up, Woody actual lawyer who was on vacation when Kayla got put in the mess that she in, he was on the link too. And then, not only that, then Woody done made him a damn YouTube channel, and he done went live, and he had a YouTuber on there. He's also had Kayla on there. So it's just about to get real interesting. Woody got a YouTube channel. I ain't giving y'all niggas the link. Y'all gotta find it on y'all own. I'm keeping the information of Woody to myself because I got to do some reviews. But he got a YouTube channel. But this here is very, very interesting. Woody dropped a bombshell in this live about the ex parte transcripts. You said what, Gabe?
We're starting from the top, right?
Yep.
All right.
From the top, 1.25. I don't even know when Woody come in. I just know she's enjoying the spotlight right now. She even had to go over the 2 greens she had in court because people are assholes. Y'all thought I was a fool on Beale Street fucking with folks and shit. They were tearing her ass up about her 2 shades of green she had on that fateful day in court. And she keeps saying, she is on record saying she is not the one that snitched about the ex parte meeting. She said she was already in the courtroom and she don't know why people think she snitched, but it wasn't her. She lied, but it wasn't her.
By the way, what's with the duck in the corner? Just saying.
Sir, that's rich people's art. I don't know nothing about that.
Okay.
Oh, you talking about her? She just now starting to learn the world of
Oh, that's her. Okay, not you.
Yeah, she just now starting to learn the world of stream. I say, don't do her. She been in Italy buying Hermes bags, with Paris buying Hermes bags and shit. You didn't see her promo video the other day, hopping out in the Da Vinci in the Lamborghini. You better get up off her. She can afford $25 a month.
Okay. Just wondering.
Can you hear me? Hey, how's everyone doing?
This is GSU Georgia State.
Hey, Miss Betty.
Don't know. Or
oh Lord, who says it's about to be
ghetto? Not Georgetown.
Let's have some positive vibes in the chat, please.
Not George Mason.
Okay, guys, so let's just get right into it. I'm gonna take some questions and then we will wait on our special guest. So who has the first question for me? Let's see.
So she's a lawyer.
7:01 time for a comfort break is crazy. Where are the questions? Y'all not putting any. Oh, who is the mole? Oh Lord. So we'll talk about the mole situation. So basically, a lot of you guys saw me on Lead Attorney. Drop a green heart if you saw me on Lead Attorney. Let's go. Green heart if you see me.
You need it. You can't be doing green hearts and stuff already. Kayla, you ain't doing nothing but alive. How you gonna be demanding asking for hearts and shit already?
Oh, okay.
Shout out to the
I'm gonna talk about 10.5
to the 10,500 people that watch me be outside. Y'all the real MVP. Now when you look, it's only showing 5,000, but in the studio it say 10.5. Shout out to y'all. Oh, you don't have to. What the?
Okay, we're gonna be positive in here today, guys.
If she got braids, where's the baby? Did she? Pause it,
JP, are you in here?
I got to ask. I wish Flexi, my hair resident person was here, cause she got her hair pinned up in braids. Those are individuals, box braids, whatever may have you. Where the fuck is the baby haircut? Did she buy the baby hair separately? Is this what y'all are doing, black women? Can y'all just go purchase a thing of baby hair? Cause that ain't her real fucking hair. We understand that's not her real hair, cause her hair is in braids. So where do you get this little baby hair piece from? I'm being serious. And why do y'all feel the need to? Who told y'all that were cute?
I don't know.
Was it a man or
that one? That's too late.
Did a man tell y'all that was cute, or how'd that work? Y'all just seen somebody else with it and was like, girl, that's cute, and I'm gonna do that too. Y'all ain't answering the fucking, ain't nobody answering me. Yes, it's her real. That is not her real fucking hair. She ain't got that is a lot. That ain't her hair. That is glued on. I done seen enough sew-ins and them things, these feet. It be women on IG that put a whole little look like a Jason mask over their face. They come with the wig. The wig got the little Jason mask, and they put that on their face, and then they take a razor blade or something and cut the face out. I done seen them put together the baby hair, so I would not. That ain't her fucking hair. No. I got too many other videos with her with bobs and shit in it, and I ain't seen no baby hair showing like that. Why wouldn't you show it on all of them if you're showing it on braids? That's her hair.
I don't know if that's real or fake.
What is that, a finger wave pattern if that's her hair? Why all y'all do the finger wave pattern? Who told y'all that was cute?
All I know is just don't touch that hair.
JT, I'm about to make you a moderator. Drop something in the chat so I can click on you. There you go. I see you.
Well, ma'am, the day your real baby hair is poking out like that, I'm going to say something to you.
Thank you, girl. 1 second, let me slow.
That motherfucking that's her real hair out in goddamn jail up there. Look at that shit. It's not even connected to her damn braids. Are you talking about? It's not connected anywhere to her phone. So when she went to the barber shop and got a lining.
First, we like to talk about
that ain't her fucking hair
situation. Everybody wants me to.
No offense, Kayla, because you know I fuck with you, but no, this is ridiculous. That ain't your hair. That is attached from her scalp.
I know. See, Melissa, I know.
Okay, my cash app is just my full name, Kayla Bumpus. And it's a picture of my baby. It's a Frenchie.
And she hustling. Hit that cash out. You hear me? Hit that cash out.
Make sure you guys subscribe, like.
If the lawyer can ask for a cash app, goddamn it, I can too.
I'm new to this whole social media.
Like, subscribe.
My first time on YouTube, so
buy an album.
Please be nice to me.
Join the membership.
But I'm gonna come on here and we're gonna talk about everything. I don't want to have just like a lame lawyer show. That's why I didn't dress up. You know, I just want to be myself. But I want to talk about all kind of stuff. I want to talk about. Have you guys been watching Netflix? I want to talk about that guy with 1,000 kids. Who wants to talk about him? That's crazy.
How about Cobra Kai starting next week?
She was saying the lead attorney. She was like, "Oh shit, nigga, you getting money over here too?"
We'll answer questions you have about the case.
Shit.
But I don't want you guys to think that all I'm going to talk about and all I have to offer is about YSL because I'm so much more than that. Just want to give you guys a little introduction about me. I'm from Atlanta.
Yes, you can talk to us about that after YSL over.
My 8th year, going into my 8th year, and I see a lot of people. I'm going to answer some preliminary questions. I see a lot of people asking about.
That's a lawyer answer. Preliminary questions.
Injury attorney to a criminal courtroom. Well, truth be told, is I was a criminal attorney for 5 years, and in the last 2 years, I have endeavored into personal.
That was her cash app, wasn't it?
Because
it was.
It's what I'm good at, and
it wasn't mine.
You guys may not know me, but if you're from Atlanta, I'm sure you know me. If you have ever been arrested in Fulton County, I bet you know my name. So I'm just saying that. Anyway, so the mole situation on lead attorney, I talked about how initially when we came from the meeting, a lot of people said that I was the mole. But I'm gonna be honest, when we came from the meeting, if you have read or know anything about the transcript, the meeting ended around 11 something and court 11:40ish, and court started immediately. So I immediately went into the courtroom. And I want to say that maybe 30 minutes into being in the courtroom that we went on break. And when we went on break, is when we hear about this infamous got you on camera video. So it's true, he does have me on camera, and I was talking to 4 attorneys. And that was just the beginning of them knowing what was really going on. But we'll get into that a little bit later. So let's talk about another question. But I'm going to answer it. I'm going to tell you guys everything. Yeah, and if you watched my meeting on the interview on the lead attorney, I think when he did his judicial notice, he definitely said that We were meeting from 10 to 17 to 11. And I definitely immediately knew that was incorrect. And I was so scared, like, oh Lord, here we go. But I think once he released the transcript that he did correct that. And he does say that we only met for about 17 minutes, which is more of the truth. I went to John Marshall Law School for my JD, and I went to Georgia State Law School for my Master's of Law, and I went to Georgia State for undergrad.
Yeah, I don't think that's her hair. That's a lot of
Now, one question I'm not going to be able to talk to you about is anything that Woody told me, because let's talk about attorney-client privilege. A lot of you guys have heard about attorney-client privilege the past couple of weeks if you've been following the case. And pretty much, we'll start off with immediately when Attorney Steele exposes the meeting into open court into the world, then Judge Glanville, he says, I have a pretty good idea who did it, and I'm sure she did it. When she did it, she violated attorney-client privilege. So we're going to talk about that. I really cannot answer anything that Woody told me that is protected by privilege. Hold on one second, guys. Okay, guys, here we go. We got, it's who everybody wants to know. Where is, look who we got, guys. Everybody put a green heart in the chat for Melnick. Come on, he's not gonna talk.
How you doing, Jalen?
How you doing?
I'm great. How about you?
Doing good. Look at all the green hearts you're getting.
I need a tall boy for this, Rebecca.
All right. Well, what do you want to know? What does everybody want to know?
What does everybody want to know? Okay.
Y'all know YSL favors green. They like green.
Hate me.
Those are subliminals. She YSL Caleb.
Okay, everybody's been asking about stand-in attorneys, and a lot of people have been giving me pushback and saying that in the transcript that I did not stand up for Woody, and I did not say anything, and I let the state badger him, and I did not protect his rights. And I have been telling them that I didn't have a duty to Simone or Adrian, and that I allowed them to do what they wanted to do. And off the record, I talked to our client, which would not be in the transcript.
Right.
But could you explain to them what a stand-in attorney is and what's the role of a stand-in attorney?
Well, essentially, you were filling my role in this case. I had represented Kenneth for a while, and when the state surprisingly was intending to call him as a witness without speaking with me beforehand, I notified them that Kenneth didn't want to testify. We had a hearing in front of Judge Glanville. Glanville said we were going to reconvene the hearing on Monday. Well, that Monday, June the 10th, was not a good day for me because I had plans to go out of town. So
he about to be the realest lawyer in America. Hello, goddess.
All Kenneth wants to do is take the fifth, and then all this happened.
Okay, and then another thing people have been just bashing me about is, if Melnick was there, he would have never let this meeting go on.
Well, and I mean, this is a first of its kind type of thing that I've ever seen anywhere. So I don't know that any lawyer has enough experience or knowledge or know-how to deal with these types of issues that you were presented with that day, something that I never would have anticipated. I certainly anticipated that the state was going to try to get Kenneth to testify. But I never would have anticipated that you would have been summoned into a courtroom in front of a judge with a court reporter and several deputies and both prosecuting attorneys or all the prosecuting attorneys, and that this would have happened. I've never heard of it happening before, and neither has anybody else.
Okay, so you don't have to answer this. I think we talked about this. You can say no. Okay, but this is what we're gonna do, Melanie. You got 3 questions I'm gonna ask you, right? So
okay.
One, you can plead the fifth on one. You can get forced immunity on one. And the third one, you gotta answer, okay?
All right, let's go.
Okay.
This is like the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
No, I have not.
Okay, well, now you got 3 more. You still gotta go.
Lifeline?
Okay, so no bar complaint
Yes.
on Adrian. Okay, everybody wants to know, did you really send Adrian an email that says F you?
So it's very misunderstood, okay? I didn't just say F you, all right? Here's the context. I had sent an email, and I'm not looking at the emails right now, so this is not verbatim. I sent an email saying, Kenneth has always said that he didn't want to testify. You knew this, and you've created this situation. Ms. Love sent me a response saying, whose interests are you looking out for? Are you looking out for Kenneth's interests, or are you looking out for the interests of Mr. Steele's client and Mr. Shart's client? Which is an implication that I'm doing anything, that I'm trying to help out somebody else's client, that I don't have my own client's best interest at heart, which is essentially the worst thing you could ever accuse an attorney, a criminal defense attorney, of doing. So I wrote her back and I said, if that's what you think that I'm doing, if you think I'm doing anything other than protecting Kenneth Copeland, then you can go F yourself. Those were my exact words. Maybe not the best choice of words I've ever used.
Man, that's some real nigga shit.
I did
You
say,
can't get in trouble for that.
That's what I'm
He
saying.
could not get in trouble for that. All she could do was cry about it in court and say, he said, fuck yourself. So what? We grown. I can tell you what I want to. And you offend me? Really lawyer ever.
I did send the infamous email.
Okay, and so we just thank you so much for coming on here. What do you think is going to happen with this trial being on pause? Do you think that Judge Cross should recuse herself, or how do you feel about what's next?
Well, I think the case should go to somebody outside of Fulton County, somebody who does not have an ongoing professional relationship with Judge Glanville and with the Fulton County District Attorney's Office. I think they need to bring a judge in from outside the county to hear the motion to recuse.
Do you think that
I am eating white cheddar popcorn, Melissa.
If this trial were to go anywhere other than Fulton County, that these guys would get a fair trial?
Cheddar.
Whew, that's a tough one. You mean Jeffrey Williams and everybody else? Would they get a fair trial if it were transferred out of Fulton County?
Yeah.
Whew. I'm trying to think of where cases, if there's ever been a change of venue out of Fulton County and where they've gone to. So if the case were to be transferred out of Fulton County, it would have to go to a county with comparable demographics. And one county that comes to mind that I think would have comparable demographics is Chatham County, which is Savannah. Would they get a fair trial in Savannah? I don't know. It's a really good question. It's really hard to say. I think they get a fair trial. Whether they get the outcome they want is a different story.
All right, well, we know, everybody, Attorney Melnick is preparing for a murder trial that's going out on Monday, so we can't take too much of his time, but we want to say thank you so much for coming on here. You are the missing piece to the whole story. Everybody's question is Melnick still in Alaska with the non-refundable ticket?
Alaska was beautiful, by the way.
Okay, well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Kayla. Thank you.
What lawyer get a non-refundable ticket? That would cap.
Okay, guys, so we heard from Melnick. I don't want to hear any more Melnick threw Kayla under the bus. You see that he came on here and he showed out. He even answered the question about the email. So we want to just say thank you to Melnick. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, guys. So next, let's get another good question. A good question, guys. Why do you guys keep asking who snitched? I don't know. I was sitting in the courtroom. I was pulled into this. I left the judge's chambers at about 11:49 and came and sat down in the courtroom. Okay, we'll talk about the transcript.
Is this the same case where the secret squirrel meeting and then the judge got the prosecutor out?
Talk about whatever you guys want to talk about.
Yes, this is what this live about to be about, and Woody about to pop up.
Here we go.
I'm saying everybody in the crowd asking her who snitched. She said, I don't know, but everybody assumed it was her.
I'll watch it.
Oh, okay. Woody, is the transcript complete?
Well, he still answer like he in court. I will watch it.
You know that.
Rewind it,
guys. I just want to say that even though Woody fired,
they have put an official transcript out that's not supposed to be redacted. The judge said it wasn't redacted, but Woody was in that meeting, and she asked Woody, was that the full transcript? And look at this hustle.
I'm here to talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. Like I said, I just wanted to get on here, introduce myself. Oh God, y'all. Here we go. Look who we got, y'all. It's Mr. Copeland. You just missed Melnick.
I'll watch it.
Oh, okay. Woody, is the transcript complete? You say no?
You know that.
So guys, I just want to say that even though Woody fired me, as you all know, I still have to protect his interest. And I want to say we will not be talking about the case. He cannot answer anything. As you guys have seen over and over again, the state is watching. I'm sure they're on. Say hi to the state, everybody, because we know they're watching. So we got to protect Woody. We don't want anything to come of this.
Hey,
so
Miss Love and them.
Woody, did you fire me for real? Have they released you, or do you still have to go back?
They better release me.
Have they released you, or did they say they may call to ask you some more questions? No, nothing. Huh? Do you have anything you want to say to everybody? No.
You all right?
I'm okay. All right, everybody say thank you for joining us.
Not on this show.
Yeah,
he had to say he started his YouTube channel today.
Well, you're doing a good job. Everybody, drop a green heart for Woody. Let's see green hearts. Come on.
So he's a rapper? Is that
green
what I'm understanding?
I love green. That's my favorite color. I've been making
first and foremost, he's a killer. But then I think he decided to try to be a rapper because he was tired of killing.
Everything we do,
okay.
You know how they do. You know what's going on.
But I don't think the rapping. I don't think he can get on. He kept getting caught up doing stupid stuff before he could make it as a rapper.
We lost him. Let's see if we get him back, guys.
Woody done turned into a damn superstar. That's a good thing and a bad thing. It's a good thing because Woody, if you just listen to him testify and shit, he's a funny person. He's a funny person. You see why people hang out with him and shit, and he's cool with a lot of people. But he snitched. No, fuck the killing. He snitched. The killing's okay in the black community, Gabe. You get respect for that. Snitching, not so much. Killing's fine. You can have a couple bodies. You can be King Von, but you better not tell. He told. Here's the reason that all the people. Here's the reason that it's 25 people on trial right now. Because he got caught up in some shit, and he ain't want to do what he had to do. He told on
everybody.
25 people.
Okay.
They're funny, guys. This is his life, his livelihood. You know, a lot of people think that he fired me and there was a bad blood, but there wasn't. If you were in the courtroom, a lot of people caught it. Like a lot of my people that are in tune and watching all the time, they caught it. And I mouth to him, I say, thank you. Here, he's back, guys. Here you go. Okay, what did you say, Woody? Do you think these memes and all these things are funny? No.
No.
Do you like when people like keep trying to record you and walk up on you?
No.
You want them to stop?
I think they be trying to get my location, and I'm gonna get their ass if they do get my location up.
Well, y'all know Woody gonna be Woody. So you don't ever sit back and look at some of these moments from court and just laugh? You gotta laugh because that's what. Hey,
I was too drained to look at them, but when I did look at them, I was like, "What the fuck?"
And like I said, you know, sometimes, you know, me and Woody, we have conversations, but I'm going to be transparent. One day I text him and I say, you know, a lot of people are laughing about this and they think it's funny, but this is really draining and this is our real lives. And whew. So I want everybody to just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind when you see him. Don't walk up on him. Don't record him. He is still a person. And
I take a picture, but y'all got to understand, bro. Every smile ain't no friendly smile.
Right.
You feel me? Like, if you want to take a picture, I'll take a picture. But all this sneaker recording me, man, I'm very paranoid. And I'm paranoid for our safety.
That's right. Well, also, let's talk about, we're going to talk about some things. You got time to talk about some things in the transcript, Woody?
You trying to see me back to jail?
No, in the transcript, it's public record. Everybody has seen the transcript.
Yeah, but you know how they playing it.
I just want to talk about one thing. It's not about the facts of the case. I just want, everybody says that I did not
What you mean?
in that room, and I let them badger you, and that I did not protect you. Is that how you felt that day?
You want to prove yourself to people they don't care shit about
Big
I'm just asking you,
K.
is that how you felt, or do you feel like we were on the same team that day?
You know what's going on, right?
Yes.
You know how it played out, right?
Know how it played out.
So why it matter what people think?
Just answering the questions for them. But you're right. So that's just answer.
Well, you answer the question for me. Tell them. You can speak to me on that. Tell them.
Well, the transcript speaks.
What do you mean?
I don't trust anybody. I trust her.
Self-explanatory. You know me, man. Hey, they probably come kick my door in the morning. They try to get me.
Okay,
I think they went to high school together or something.
Everybody say thank you to Mr. Copeland.
All right, you take care. And hey, don't be trying to prove yourself to these people. They don't care. You know how good you are. You feel me?
Now tomorrow we're gonna do.
All right, you take care.
We're gonna do Woody live. Yeah, how you get out? We're gonna do Woody live tomorrow with her in this YouTube.
Okay, so now we got two things cleared up. Melvin doesn't hate me and Woody doesn't hate me. So why should you? So everyone should love me now. All right, back to the transcript. What questions do you have about the transcript?
See, if YouTube wasn't real life, why would this chick even be like trying to prove anything?
I'm going to say, okay, we'll talk about what's missing from the transcript. So I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. As far as that goes, I do not honestly think that anything is missing that is pertinent from the transcript. And when I say that, when I don't necessarily think anything is missing. I think that we went off the record at a certain point and that stuff was cut off, but I don't think it was anything that would have changed the outcome of what has happened. The things that were said that were off the transcript, they were very, 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 very minute. There was nothing from the judge that was said off the record, and honestly, there was nothing there were just some like kiki conversations. But for the most part, I believe all of the information contained in the transcript did what it was supposed to do. Up until this date, I believe there have been several, and you say why off the record is because we just went off the record. It's just like, say a hearing was over and the judge says, okay, now we're off the record. And then I say something to someone else in the courtroom. Whatever I say then won't be on the record, but doesn't mean it wasn't said. And it doesn't mean that it wasn't important, but what is Sadie doing? Sadie, hold on, let's get him. How do I invite him on here? Because he is getting on. Let me put him in here. Hold on, guys.
Oh yeah, I forgot. YouTube is Sadie Nash showed up. She had a who's of people come up on her first live stream.
JT, what you doing? Come on now. Are you not moderating? Hold on. We need to add another moderator. Who else can be? Where my mama at? Mom, drop up, say something so I can add you.
Make me a mod, Caleb. I'll defend your chat from terrorists, foreign and domestic, ma'am.
There she goes. Okay, just added you, Kat. I dropped the StreamYard for Sadie. He needs to come on with it. Oh wait, come on, where you at, boy? He said, I'm calling my mama every time. I sent it. I'm sending it again. I sent it to you. If I just, let's see. Okay, I just dropped it in there again.
I wonder, does she have a big bumpus?
Hold on, let me slow the stream down for you guys. Okay, let's see where you at. What's up? Like, why you wanna mess with me?
What you been? You know, it's protection at all costs. You know how that goes. They mad.
What they mad about? Everybody put a green heart on stage. Put a green heart on.
Hey, did I do good?
Why everybody hates you over here? What they got to say about you? Why they don't like you?
Who knows?
Okay, what you think about Melnet?
You know, can I say more or no?
Go ahead, let's go.
You know, this shit was all. You know how it's supposed to go. Love is dirty, but she good at what she do. She good at what she do. So when she put it out there, as far as the ex parte meeting goes, it definitely looked better. That's why her and Simone, when they talked, even the judge had to start correct them in the whole entire thing. Like, he didn't actually say this, he actually said that. You get what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then, you know, as far as how a lot of stuff goes behind the scenes, we know what's going on, but more stuff got to get revealed eventually later. It just is what it is. They play a dirty game, and the fact, like, my channel for a minute has been exposed, and I have like 15 videos that even the Gaither, she came out and she was like, you know, being in the gang isn't illegal. She said that on the stand.
Well, that's the truth. Being in the gang, and that's what I tell people all as a criminal, not to cut you off, but as a criminal defense attorney, my argument to these gang counts is always being in a gang is not illegal.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, you done let the damn cat out the bag. I'm trying to protect as much as I could. I'm taking all type of arrows and getting shot at.
I don't have no comment.
You know I love you, so it's all good. I don't trip off what they do. I can take it. That's the thing. They even got mad. The video I dropped today, even I told them I was going to drop it 3 days ago.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Have you been on here the whole time?
Yeah, I cut up some stuff. I'm trying to run your numbers up real quick. I was actually editing it, but you good.
Okay. So with Melnet, you know, I think we talked about this. So do you think if this case is tried outside of Fulton County that these boys will get a fair trial?
You know, it's crazy. I would probably add the cab, but I'm not gonna run with the cab. I'm not because no. But there were people, you know, because a lot of people from Atlanta and the outside counties and stuff like that watch. They're like, well, what about Cobb and what about the cab? And I'm like, they dirty as hell too, especially.
Well, I like Cobb. I think Cobb, yes, absolutely. I love Cobb.
But you know, some people swear they gonna this what happens. Some people swear they gonna pledge allegiance. I'm gonna show up for jury duty. I'm gonna act like this. I'm gonna be a fake slime, and I'm gonna go in there. So I'm reading the comments and stuff. I'm like, nah. And basically, how did you come to the theory of if they move it to another county? Because when I said it yesterday, everybody wanted to kick my ass. I wanted to put the reason out why, but I was like, yeah, we're gonna wait on that one.
Okay, so everybody says you're gonna turn on me, you're gonna start lying on me, and then you talk bad about me. But anyway, so I say that because I'm really from Atlanta. You know, I'm from Georgia. I'm from Atlanta. I am a Georgia attorney, not an Atlanta attorney. So I say all that to say that I know what other juries look like. I know what happens in other counties to people who look like me. I tell my clients all the time, you know, my whole thing is, as a criminal defense attorney, all of my clients become my family. I can't even hold you on that. You know, I look at them like my brothers, my cousins, because at the end of the day, we are all we have as a community. And that
DMB, we all we got.
A lot of times, you know, I would prefer someone who looks like me, or who looks like my brother, or who looks like my father to reach out to me for help, because sometimes when you reach out to other people, they will take your money. Let's get that straight. And I'm not saying that in any kind of I don't like certain people way, but at the end of the day, I hear conversations in the jury room. I hear conversations with people who don't look like us. And a lot of times it hurts my heart. And I just say all that to say jurors in other counties don't look like jurors in Fulton County. And also people that grow up and live in Fulton County are not like people that grow up and live in Newton, Fayette, Coweta, not the same.
County.
You know, I stay in Cobb, so I ain't really tripping. I can say it, like, it's one little section right over there by where Six Flags is at. That's where all the flag stands, and then going up towards that Walmart. After that, hey, nah, let me stop. I might be saying too much, but yeah. So let me ask you this: now that you've had everybody come on here, what's the next step?
What do y'all like? Well, I don't know if you were on here at the beginning, but like I said, I plan on getting on here regularly. And I don't want this to be a boring lawyer channel. I don't only want to talk about legal cases. Now, of course, I want to talk about legal cases. I want to give my expertise, my perspective, my legal perspective, my personal perspective, but I also want to talk about just things in general. There are so many things that we as a community, as people, as young people, black people, educated people, all need to have a place where we can go and we can have these conversations.
So she's starting an OnlyFans.
So
go ahead.
They said, don't trust me at all. If there ever was a chance and need to not trust me, wouldn't it have been sooner?
I mean, I'm with Woody. Why are you explaining yourself to people?
You know, we got conversation on camera. I'll get down with what he said. But you know.
Hey, don't make me bring him back. He said, hey, we gonna jump you. We from Atlanta.
Huh?
We gonna jump you. We from Atlanta.
Oh snap! I'm crying. Yeah, but nah, you know, if it was ever a need not to trust me, it'd have been a while ago. But either way, go let the people talk. That's because that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna do all of that stuff. They're gonna make their clicks and clips and everything. So basically, you know what you're doing. You know how to handle it. When we were on that panel and you put dude in his place real quick, he was like, "Oh," and I blurted out, and he was just like, "Shut up, man! Shut up! You should be talking." So how does it feel having this spotlight now? How does it feel for you right now? Are you getting more clients? As far as good.
I mean, like I feel like that. Like I said before, I've never had a problem getting clients, whether that be criminal, personal injury. I don't get clients from social media. I don't get clients from ads or whatever. I get clients from being true to who I am and from my reputation. You know, there's always going to be some people who feel the way they feel, but I believe overall people love me, and I get a lot of referrals, and I do right by people. And I guess this is just an opportunity that I have needed to, you know, show people who I am other than Atlanta, and show people that, you know, there are people, because a lot of times when I go places, they can't believe I'm an attorney. They've never seen someone that looks like me, this young, black, that's an attorney. And I think that this situation has shown, and you know, now people can get to know me and see, hey, you can be a young black girl and be professional, but still, let me tell you, I put that stuff on. I can't cuss with my mom on here. I already got in trouble for a person today. I only got one chance. But, you know, that's something I like. I don't do that for people. It's something that I truly like. There's certain things, and it's okay to be who you are. Just because you're an attorney, I'm still a person. You know, I'm an attorney always, and I carry myself that way, but that does not mean I don't have other interests and I'm not dead in real life.
But see, here's the thing, right? You're gonna get certain things. I try to prep you for it the other day, but I didn't get a chance to, because there's gonna come a time where, when do you know not to take money from a client?
I've been knew that about 2-3 years ago. What you mean?
Speak on it. Go in depth.
Well, you know how many people I told no for this case? I like to travel. I have young kids. You know, there's a lot that comes with this, and you know, sometimes all money's not good money. You got people that you cannot please. And a lot of times my friends see me and they see me getting money, they see this, but they don't see the stress and the hard work that I put in, because people don't understand. As a criminal defense attorney, I have right now about 85 criminal clients, and their freedom is in my hand. And I have about 70 personal injury clients, and their well-being and their money is in my hand. So, you know, that's a lot of stress on somebody, and I might make it look easy, but there are some times, and especially when all of this happens, like I tell people, you know, there were times I have clients who were calling me from jail, and I'm like, I'm trying to stay out of jail. Have you not been like, you know, like, I'm trying to stay out of jail. Please stop calling me 7 times back to back to back to back to back. Right. And that's also something that I have to face, that a lot of people that don't look like me don't have to face.
So I gave you an alley-oop on one of them when I did a live stream on a case that you had did. Now, I'm not telling you to go into depth about it, but this is one you can knock out the park, because you it's one that's out with Buddy that was at the mall that shot and hit the little girl on Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
You want to wait on that one, or you want to?
Well, like I said, at the end of the day, I only represented him at a bond motion, and then he hired another attorney because we were not on the same page. And like you said, all money is not good money. And that was one of those situations where, this is what people have to understand. What if somebody committed a crime or not? They still have rights.
Right.
They still have rights. They're still entitled to certain rights by the Constitution. And sometimes it's not about whether they're right or wrong as much as it's about protecting their rights.
So, because one of the things that jumped out, because I already knew you did your own thing from jump. You did You did your little stint with the DA and all them, but you weren't even there to even celebrate a calendar year with him, and then you went and did your own thing. So things that people try to say is she couldn't pick her own person. She had a boss or something like, no.
Okay, this is the last thing I'm gonna say about this, and then I gotta get you off and go back to what these people are asking me. But I'm gonna say you have more power as a prosecutor than a defense attorney. As a prosecutor, I can count on my hands how many people I sent to jail. I can count on I have the power to dismiss the case. People don't understand the prosecutor has more power than the judge when it comes to what goes to trial, who goes to jail, and the judge is more of a referee. He's there to, supposed to be there to protect everyone. But at the end of the day, as a prosecutor, I was able to look at this and say, wait a minute, let's give him a program. Wait a minute, this is nonsense. Let's let him pay a fee. But as a defense attorney, I tell my clients, all I can do is beg.
Right.
Pre-trial, all I can do is beg, or strike a jury. But that's 50-50.
Right. We'll have a dope ass live stream. I'm gonna cut this up for you. I'm gonna see if I can bring in another 1,000 for us. I'm gonna knock this one out for you and everything like that. Blessings, and I'll holler at you later. All right.
Thank you.
Kill it.
Okay, guys. So now let's get back to your question. I don't see is the lead attorney in here? Where is Kat? Kat, get in here. You have the link, Kat?
I just read John Cena will wrestle the entirety of 2025. So this is a real farewell tour.
Okay, let me text Kat.
And all my heroes are dead or
I'm texting it to
fired.
you now.
That's what happens when you get old.
Okay, so we're about to get Kat on, and I know I see some people saying get focused or this and that, but I have to let you guys get a feel for who I am. I don't want to be branded as just the attorney Woody Fire or, YSL Kayla. I don't mind y'all calling me YSL Kayla, but at the end of the day, it's so much more than that. So I just want you guys to get a feel for me. And it's okay if people talk about me. I mean, I was told all publicity is good publicity. And I'm going to tell you this right now. Y'all might hate me. I'm about to lose a lot of people. Y'all going to hate me for this. Maya, what question am I not answering? Where's Maya at? Okay, and what did I say to those two ladies in court? I'm going to answer that too. Yes, GSU alumni. Where's Maya? She asked me a question. She said I'm not answering it, but I don't see her question. Okay. But yeah, so anyways. Hey, Kat. Y'all, I'm going to tell y'all, I love Kat. When this first started happening, I said, this is the only person with that. Wow.
Thank you. I don't like to speculate without qualifying that I'm going to speculate. If I'm going off into, hey, maybe this is what's going on, I'm going to say it's a maybe. It's just a thought. It's not,
Okay, so
hey guys, it's good to be on this side of the chat.
Right. I'm so happy. When all of this started happening, like I told you guys, this is probably my third or fourth day on YouTube. So I didn't know this was happening. It took for, somebody to sit down with me and show me that the world was talking about me. I honestly didn't know. And Kat had all the lies.
I put you in a thumbnail. I tried to make you look good.
So what did I say to the two ladies on the court in the courtroom? So I'll talk about this. So pretty much, and I'll talk about the immunity too. I'm writing down everything that you guys want to talk about. So when, let's just do a little backtracking. So usually when a client is excused from the courtroom, that means that the attorney is excused as well. So on Monday when I showed up, and I'll be honest with you guys, I was already discharged. I was already fired when we came into that courtroom. But I told everybody, and I told Woody, I'm going to stay until the end of Monday to make sure that you are released from custody, even though you discharged me. And so you guys saw it way after I had already been fired. And like I said, that was at the direction of Attorney Melnick, who I was there for. If he chose to testify, it was my duty to then be discharged. And so that's what happened. But as an officer of the court and with my prior representation of Mr. Copeland, I wasn't going to just leave him there and throw him to the wolves. So I stayed. He was discharged. He was excused at around 5:59 or sometime. So that's when I left the court as well. However, we know there was that whole additional part about with Ashley Merchant, who did an amazing job. And after that's over, we hear Glanville say, "Where is Kayla Bumpus?" And I am watching on live like, oh my God, why is he looking for me? What's going on? And so pretty much I was then told that I needed to come back on Tuesday. When I get back on Tuesday, as you guys know who was in that meeting, and everybody, you read the transcript and I say, my favorite part is who, me? Because it was never any indication that I would have to stay past Monday. So, in efforts, because everybody was trying to tell Judge Lando, you can't keep her, you can't keep her, you can't keep her. And once that didn't work, Woody came to my rescue like, okay, if you not gonna let her go, I'm gonna fire her. You fired, okay? And so that's really how that went. And I say a lot of people who were paying attention and who saw, and I think maybe Miss Sylvia saw, but a lot of people saw when I even say to him, thank you so much. A lot of people I've seen have saw that I said that to him. Because had he not done that, I probably would have had to stay for 10 days.
All for the trial to be paused anyway.
Oh, but to answer the question, I go to Simone and Adrian because they were in the room when he fires me. Also, another thing we talked about is that there are rules of ethics that attorneys have to go by. And one of those rules is that if you know somebody is lying, you cannot assist them in lying on the stand. Everybody read the transcript. There were multiple times when Mr. Copeland insinuates and directly says, I'm going to lie. I am a liar. And in order to protect my bar card, I told him, hey, just fire me so you can testify however you want to testify. And I can protect myself as well. And that is what I was telling them to say. I told them, you need to say something because they knew that I was not supposed. So I'm over there like, hey, y'all need to say something. And then eventually Simone gets up like, she shouldn't be here.
Yeah, I think they were trying to figure out, and they should have been quicker with it. And I'll comment because I don't want you to talk about your colleagues, but I feel like they didn't want to give a hint in open court that one of the reasons you should be able to go is because you knew that this witness may be lying on the stand. They didn't want to get up and state that reason out loud to the judge. Like, yeah, we agree that that's a reason, you know? But at the same time, once it clicked for them that they could say, well, he's purged his contempt and that's all she was representing Copeland for. So especially if she's fired anyway, she has no reason to be here anymore. So they finally realized they had a reason that they could back you up with wanting to go without coming out and saying she should be able to go because her witness, the client, might actually want to lie on the stand, which would be bad for us. So I think they were just struggling trying to come up with the correct reason to make their argument.
Is Lee in here? I dropped the chat so he can get on. See.
The chat's moving so fast. I'm scrolling up and don't see him. Oh, I see him all the way up.
I dropped it. I dropped the link, Lee. Get on. You need me to drop it again?
She just had an open house, her first live stream. It was Liddy. And she had help. That's what's up.
Okay,
Cat Williams, she has a YouTube channel, 10,000 subs.
Is Talk That Loud on here?
She's all right.
Glad, like with this case, Talk That Law is someone that I saw very early on when this all
Yes.
started in contempt, and really great channel, really easy to listen to, and very, very, very fair.
Okay, did you know Just Pearly Things had a black baby daddy?
Talk That Law content as well. Very, very fair.
Yes, Talk That Law. Are you on here?
Get up here.
No.
Yeah. Somebody
you can do the avatar picture.
And she tried to get that nigga locked up and keeping the baby from him.
Oh no, I saw Thugger Daily.
Oh boy.
Oh, Thugger Daily, come on, get on.
Wow.
She did all the shit to him that she claimed hoes do and ain't supposed to do, and that's why men ain't fucking with hoes. She did
What you guys want to know about Fonnie?
to her black baby daddy. She taking the black job.
I knew it.
How come this case was not tried?
There's no redheads, man.
during the Paul Howard administration. I don't know, but I'm gonna say this. I hope I don't get in trouble for this. But what I can say is, when I was
disappointing.
Attorney witness Howard, it was one of the best experiences ever. You know, people have their opinions about.
I didn't even think he had kids.
You know, you can feel how you want to feel, but I think he was a great boss. And I think that because of him, I am who I am, because of the experience that the Fulton County District Attorney's Office gave me. But there was a room called the War Room, and there was all kind of information about this case, yet never got tried. And shout out to my attorney, Gabe Banks, because when I was there, he was Adrian Love. But not to talk about Adrian, because I love Adrian, whether you guys like her.
It just goes to show that all women are the
same. Do I think what she is doing right now is the best thing? No, I don't. But people really have to remember, we are not our professions. We still are people. I have a lot of people giving me backlash about me getting out of Ferrari. That is wild. You guys are
wild. Why you getting out of Ferrari in Atlanta? That's understandable. Delgado is getting out in Dalton in a Bentley truck.
I love Adrian as a person. It's not a negative thing. What I'm saying is she's not a bad person. Do I talk to her on the phone? No. But when I was in the DA's office, she treated me very nicely. And you can't take away that experience from me. She helped me when others didn't. That does not mean that she is doing what she needs to do right now. And I can't speak to that. I can only speak to my experience, and no one else knows my experience. And yes, I have talked to, I don't talk to Adrian. I don't have her phone number. I don't talk to her per se. But I have talked to Simone, and I honestly feel like, Simone, I think that she is doing the best she can in this situation. I don't talk bad about anyone, so you're not going to see me. I'm not the type of person to throw someone under the bus because it's not fair. You don't know what someone is going through, and I don't think it's fair. But like I said, I worked in the DA's office almost 7 years ago. People change. So I don't know 2024 Adrian. I'm talking about 2017, 2016 Adrian. So I really can't speak to what's happening now.
So my only experience is watching the trial, and in that constraint, I dislike Adrian Love. So
in that constraint, she's not my favorite person either. But I also can talk from the perspective of people seeing me in the courtroom, and the initial reaction was, she's so nasty. Look at her face. But nobody really knew what I had been going through those past 2 days.
I feel that, and I saw really undue criticism, judgment. But I also saw a ton of love. So I hope you realize that even when it was happening, people were like, yes, go girl in the green shirt. Because they know, they're like, what's her name? But they knew you were the one in the green.
Right. And so I pretty much,
that is a
even
beautiful,
outfit,
ugly girl.
I tell people all the time, that's all I had left. I only came with 2 outfits. My court outfit, and I had such a nice suit on Monday and didn't
if that
see
makes
a camera.
sense.
Did not. I looked
on Monday.
Then Tuesday, all I had was my airport outfit and an Amazon shirt that was in my office that was a button up, and I just threw it on with my airport pants. And I was so self-conscious because I normally don't go to court like that. I always go with a jacket and a suit, but I was not supposed to be there. And then everybody ended up loving the outfit. And I was so shocked because I hated it.
You just gotta rock it. But at the same time, was it the same day that Love was wearing green, or was it the next day that there was a lot of color coordination going on? I think it was a different day that Love was wearing green.
Thurman or
yeah,
or just
I do remember somebody said she got on purple nails.
Beautiful, ugly women.
Who noticed the nail color?
But
I don't notice that stuff.
I'm not gonna lie to you. My opinion of her has changed very, very much. Especially after watching that open. It's just terrible. What's going on, man?
Well, that's rough because we didn't. So what Kayla's referring to, we started rewatching the opening statements the other day, and we only got 30 minutes in before Brian Steele calls for a mistrial.
No, 2 minutes in. The first one. Can you play it? Can you put it up?
The jungle. Yeah, let me pull it up.
Okay, guys.
Give me a second to find it because I don't remember.
We are going to watch the opening statement. And like I said, you guys have to bear with me because I did not follow this trial. I did not follow this trial because I'm always in the courtroom. A lot of times I'm in courtroom, I think they're in 1D or 1C, and a lot of times I'm right next door in 1D. So, sometimes I'll drop in and drop out or whatever. But I had not been following this trial. And initially I'm going to tell you guys and be honest, I apologize to so many people because I thought that these guys were getting a fair trial. And like I said, I had these opinions of everybody in the courtroom. I had this opinion of Glanville, I had this opinion of Simone, I had this opinion of Adrian. But after I became involved and I have gone back and I have watched things, I have called people to apologize because the things that have happened in this courtroom are beyond unfair. And rights have beyond been violated. Not just myself, but others. And, sometimes you just expect everyone to be fair. And you expect things to go the way they normally go. But when cameras are rolling, things are different.
Call me biased, but if Kat was a redhead, I'd be like,
you knock me off of my feet now, baby.
something I can do. No, we can't see your screen. Wait. Here we go. Yes, we can.
Okay. Alrighty. So this is cutting right. It's going to skip the part where she's like, thanks, jury. You've sat here. You've been so honest. She's done schmoozing the jury in her opening statement. But this is the first thing she says.
Now, this is the law of the jungle, as old and as true as the sky. And the wolf that shall keep it may prosper, but the wolf that shall break it must die. As the creeper that girdles the tree trunk, the law running forward and back. But the strength of the pack is the wolf, and the strength of the wolf is the pack. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for being patient.
I want to say, I see somebody just said, what the F is she talking about? I want to know too.
So guys, this is from Rudyard Kipling, The Jungle Book.
The jacket is giving
Kipling,
small for sure, whoever said that. That's the first thing I noticed. Like, I'm not trying to talk about anybody, but I'm a clothes girl, and the first thing I said is, look at the wrist. Then we get the Jungle Book quote.
Oh yeah, so that was The Jungle Book, and Rudyard Kipling is, you know, racist, jingoist, like there's like 10 different terms that have been tacked to Rudyard Kipling, and this is her opening statement for the YSL trial.
This very lengthy process that preceded this point here today during the voir dire process. I appreciate you all being here, exercising your civic duty, and honoring your obligation to pay close attention to what's going on in this courtroom for the next several, however many weeks.
By the way, she fucked up the name.
Some people like to say that
Rudyard
opening
Kipling, not
statements
Richard.
are a roadmap to what the trial will show. Instead, I'm going to give you an overview, a bird's eye view.
Okay,
because you're going to be sitting here with that.
We're already tired of it. We're already tired of it.
Can you do me a favor? Can you pull the transcript up and let's answer some questions about the transcript? But, you know, my first time seeing this was on Saturday, and it was so shocking to me. Like, wow.
Alrighty, and it's searchable. So if you need me to search a word and go to it, I can. And yeah, let's talk about that roadmap, because one of the things I think is so interesting about this trial is there's barely any coverage of the day-to-day details. Yeah, you can go to Cuff Boys and he sums up the whole day, everything that happens, and he does a great job. If you guys want to catch up from day one of this trial, Cuff Boys is the best channel to go and do that from, because he condenses 8 hours down into 15 to 30 minutes every single day. But the news, the media, there's no mainstream media outlets that are covering the stories that are coming out of this case, because it just goes on and on. There is no roadmap. There is no story. The jury can't know what's going on, even if they're trying to pay attention. Do you guys, like, we know about the tour bus shooting, and we know about Donovan Thomas.
And shout out to my lawyer, Kyle. Okay, you guys, if you look at that tour bus shooting, he is one of the attorneys on there. His name is Matthew, but we call him Kyle, and he is bright. Go ahead. Sorry, Kat.
Well, I was just going to say, we know, like, these top level things, but unless you're watching this trial every day, there's no news media that can even report and extract what the point of 8 hours of testimony is trying to get at. Some of these witnesses are going on. I didn't realize it until Nick Starro pointed it out, but they had 2 employees from Hertz Rent-A-Car that didn't even work for Hertz anymore to talk about 1 car rental. Like, that's cumulative. Like, the judge shouldn't have allowed that, and the prosecution should never have wanted to waste the jury's time listening to that, because it's poor strategy to bore the jury to death. But whatever, here we are. So
is Lead on here? Let's get him on, because I promised him I would talk about the transcript with him.
Oh, and Thugger Daily too. Pre-trial was a mess too. That was a big mess.
Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna drop the chat one more time so we can see if Lead can get on here.
He can bring us the soundboard.
Right. Let's drop it one more time. And Thugger Daily, get on. Keep the camera off. Get on. We want to talk. Okay, I just dropped the link again. Come on, Thugger Daily. Y'all keep asking why did Mr. Copeland keep answering the questions as I do not recall. Is that a question?
Well, because I do not recall is, it's kind of a safe answer if you don't know something or you don't want to answer something. Because the state can't really try to pry it out of you. They can try to refresh your memory.
But I mean, he didn't answer that because if not, like he said, I don't want him to get mad at me because he said it's not funny. But one of the things he says is Ms. Hilton asked him, "Are you just saying yes to speed up your question?" And he says, "Most definitely." So I mean, that's just putting him in a position where he'll be on forever. If he I do not recall, because then she's just going to continue to try to refresh his memory, and it's never going to end for him.
Oh, that's a good question too. What about that 2-minute security breach? I think personally, my guess was just something happened. Something had to be notified.
I thought I was going to jail then.
The 2-minute break, the 2-minute security.
Yeah, I was in there like, are they looking at my phone? I'm like, what's gonna happen? What? I don't know how to do that. Why do you need my phone? Oh, okay. Sorry, y'all. So, it was wild. We were sitting in there, and all of a sudden, it's like, excuse me, Judge, there's a security breach. I'm like, what the heck is going on? Like, is everything okay? What's up? Talk that loud.
Oh, hey, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Hey, I'm just stopping by to say hello. You're doing a great job. Thank you for thank you for inviting me up. I definitely appreciate it. And keep doing what you're doing. I'm not going to be long. They say blessed are the short-winded, but they shall be invited back. And I want to come back. But thank you so much for bringing me up. And I'm going to sit back and watch y'all do what y'all do.
Okay, guys.
Like I said, talk that law. Super fair perspective, super fair analysis. So, and really easy. Now when you search your channel, you pop right up for me. The first time I tried to look for you, it wasn't coming up, but now you're real searchable.
See how they did me? See how they did me? Yeah.
Well, you see, I had to change my name because no one could find Cat. So
we found you now. But thank you so much. You're always supportive. You always shout me out. So I definitely appreciate it.
White girl's growing on me.
I look forward to
Gotta
working with y'all
say.
in the future.
Okay, before I talk about the transcript, guys, I want everybody
Hers a little too short for my liking,
and
but
follow me on Instagram.
whatever.
Like, I'm trying to get my Instagram up, and that's a good way for me to stay connected with you guys. I do respond to DMs. My Instagram is BlessWire. I'm putting it in the chat. BLES.
I can ease my way out of here, right? Slowly disappear.
No, come on. We got to talk about this. So what, pretty much, you guys.
Hey, where are the white women at?
Instagram so that I can connect with you guys. You can ask me questions. I will answer. If you have any legal questions or you're in an accident, definitely give me a call. But let's talk about this transcript. So what questions do you have about the transcript?
I think I'm going to check Woody's story because I hear he just posted favorably about you.
Let's see.
Not that surprises me, but I'm just saying for the haters.
Yes, Daily, come on, get on.
Yeah, come on up and I'll make some room.
Thugger Daily, put your cash app in. We'll get you some cash apps to get you up here. Come on.
Yeah, it's Ben Jesus, right? 2 N's. Let me double check his cash app. Or her. I mean, Thugger Daily
Right.
technically.
Right.
They want to remain anonymous, right?
I'm not even trying to give a 50-50 guess.
oh, she's growing on me, definitely.
Let me check.
Thank you.
Yeah, because I think I had it wrong. I don't even know how to use Cash App. Now it just shows me Ben. Let me go to his Twitter or her Twitter.
His or her. And I honestly believe that Thugger Daily has something to do with my alma mater because Georgia State loves Thugger Daily. So does Caleb. I appreciate all the love and all the accurate information. And it seems like they take so much pride in their work, and that's very important. Did you find it out? Okay. What the security issue? I don't know what the security issue was. Okay, so before we start talking about the transcript, let's talk about this emergency thing that was given in the judicial notice. Everybody who was watching saw that Judge Glanville, after he does the, says he's going to release the transcript after this 2-hour break after roll call. Then he does this judicial notice, and he says that a part of the reason that this meeting was so important is that can you put stuff in the chat? That there was some sort of emergency, and that this emergency was based on Mr. Copeland's safety. And if we scroll down, let's go to where at the beginning, the only mention of anything pertaining to Mr. Copeland's safety is when ADA Love said something
no
about
one's gonna kill him, right? Hold on, let's go to that. I know where that is. That was wild. That really annoyed me.
And I'm watching this from home, and the first thing I do is I text Woody and I say, "Are you scared?" And he's like, "No, what are you talking about?" I'm like, "Are you watching this? When did anybody say anything about you being scared?" And this is prior to the transcript being released, so I'm on edge now. Like the whole time I'm wondering what's in this transcript, even though I know, I don't put anything past anybody anymore. So I don't know if there's going to be things missing, added, or what these people are going to do.
Congrats to Loco.
Yeah, I agree. I believe the judge is just using that as an excuse to backtrack as to why he had a secret meeting in the first place. But there was no threat. I mean, even DA Love, when she came in the room, she never said that this meeting is about a threat to your client at all.
No, and all day Friday on June 7th, they're like, well, we need to meet, make sure he's going to testify. All right, Monday morning we'll meet, make sure he's going to get back on the stand. Like, the reason was stated over and over.
And I'm gonna correct this too. I think I said that initially there were about 14 people in the room. I do believe there were 12 people, but like I said, everything happened so fast. I did not remember exactly how many deputies were in there, and that's the number that I was probably definitely off by, because it just was a lot. It was a small place, so I do agree that there were 12 and not 14. Just to clear that up. And then we can talk about this immunity situation. So, I'm going to also be honest with you guys about this. Even though I have been practicing criminal law for my whole career, I did not understand what was going on. Like they said, it was a situation where I just kind of got in there and it happened. So it wasn't until after asking questions that I actually understood that this was not a deal between Mr. Copeland and the state. This was a forced immunity that was given to him the day he was supposed to testify. And it was also, I did not know that he had not had an opportunity to speak with Attorney Melnick about this, that it just happened so fast for him that he was put in jail over the weekend. And it was a situation where I'm like, hey, I even say in here, he don't want that. He doesn't want it. And he also says, right, I don't want it. Once I realized they are giving him this type of immunity, because what you guys have to understand is that once the state, and there's nothing the judge or the defense can do, once they offer you immunity, it's like, hey, here you go. You can't give it back. And then it then snatches away your right to plead the fifth. So now you're stuck between, hey, if I plead the fifth, I'm going to jail. But if I take immunity, I have to get up here and go through this intense and rigorous cross-examination and, direct examination. And that's kind of what people don't understand when, they're saying, well, how come Kayla didn't keep it? Well, it was me telling him, hey, look, this is your decision. However you decide, I'm with you. If you decide you want to plead the fifth, and then we work through those issues and see what we can do, then hey, I'm here with you for that. But if you decide you want to testify, there's only so much I can do.
Yeah, and I think the other thing is, I thought it was weird that Hilton was presenting this immunity as literally everything but perjury and false statements when it was use immunity. And with immunity, first of all, it depends on how the agreement is written. What exactly was signed off on? Because just because you say someone was given immunity doesn't mean that it's written the same way and it applies the exact same way every time. Did you get a chance to review the document itself?
Yes.
Immunity agreement?
Yes, that was handed to me in that meeting towards the end.
But by the end, so
that's what I did not know what they
were up in the beginning. Oh my gosh!
So I did not know what was going on. I mean, I think it's in the transfer where it says the court has responsible document, and that was my first time being like, well, I mean, like I said, I was there thinking that I was either going to help him if he pled the fifth, we were going to work through those issues at a later date, or he was going to testify and I was going to leave. So I was not at all prepared for this, and I even say that in the transcript. I'm not prepared. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
That annoyed me that I didn't realize. I remember this a little bit, but now that I'm thinking about it, because if we've watched, and I'll let it be my opinion again, because I don't need you to talk about your colleagues, but I've watched I've watched Judge Glanville get the law wrong and incorrectly argue the law. So the idea that I would be in this meeting if I was in your shoes, representing someone who was given immunity, and they expect me to be able to represent him in this ex parte meeting. I don't even have the document in front of me. My first bet would be, look, I don't have it in front of me. I'm just going to guess it's not a soundproof immunity agreement. Secondly, I don't think you can ordain something that would only like keep him safe from everything. If it's use immunity, that doesn't cover everything. It doesn't cover everything.
Right, Chica.
And then if it only covers things that Fulton County could come after him for, because they wouldn't be able to use his testimony as a lead. Do I trust them not to use his words as a lead and then find something else that they can say was their lead? I don't trust that either, because we've seen this pattern of behavior from Fulton County where they find something, they find the crime, and then try to fit the case around it.
Right.
So I don't trust it at all. I wouldn't, like, that's why I keep saying Woody's smart. He knew.
And then if you type this in and I say, that isn't true. Or you can type in federal.
I think this is...
It's at the beginning.
Okay, and then the delay, isn't it true or is it not true? He had a lead. Okay, that's Melnick. Okay, because I think you were, is this it where you were cut off?
Yes.
You're about to say it's not true, but you couldn't type both of it.
Yes.
The feds, can you explain this part? Because this is where you guys must have been talking over each other.
That's where we're talking over each other. And I say, well, that's not, and she says, it is true.
Because when I read this, and I was reading this, and we got the feds, and it was cut off, and I was like, oh, what were they talking about? But it's not protected from federal prosecution.
And like I see a few people ask, like, did he sign off on this? There is nothing that he signed off on. This was not a gift. It was forced immunity. And you know, go ahead. I want to say that one of the first times I saw this is in a situation with Bill Cosby, but it was a civil case where the state gives him this immunity to protect the victim's right to civil.
And they railroaded Bill
to bring forth a
Boy,
civil
did
case.
they.
But I had never seen it be used in a criminal case that it says that, you know, what I guess he did. I've just never seen this public interest stuff. And I had spoke to several attorneys about it once I was presented with it. And these are more seasoned attorneys than me, and they had never seen it be used either. I still don't know what the public interest is of somebody saying that they are going to lie.
Well, and this is where we're getting to, it's signed off at the county level. It's not just Love and Glanville. This is from the district attorney signing off on this. Which is why you saw, if you guys are on X, you saw Ashley Merchant comment on these transcripts. Because Ashley Merchant has a big issue when she saw the transcript, saw a little bit more about this immunity agreement, and realized that Fani would have had to have signed off on everything that was brought to her. Hey, this is the agreement we're looking for, so we can get this witness to testify. Fani agreed. So Ashley Merchant, she didn't go into too much detail, but she said it's pretty ridiculous.
And even that, you know, like I tell people, like, even when this started to unfold, I was immediately nervous because so much has happened contrary to what I believe to be the law. I speak as to how Ashley Merchant gets up and she says, and she explains the law to Judge Glanville, and he pretty much says, yeah, I hear you, but I'm still going to sentence him to these 20 days unless he tells me who told him. And it's just even more ironic that he never finds out who told him, and he drops the issue and has me in fear for 2 weeks for no reason.
Yeah, and you flew back out, didn't you? I mean, maybe you had other stuff to do anyway.
Yeah, I flew. Yeah, so I come back, and it's not till the night before the first show cause hearing, where I'm blatantly listed, that he then says, oh, never mind, let's do this on July 3rd.
Talk That Law, what's your Twitter?
Talk That Law, do you have a Twitter?
No, I don't have. Well, I do have one. I just started, so it's nothing going on there. I just created it to save the name so nobody can take it. But I'm gonna start using it. Who trying to look for it?
Thugger Daily.
Oh, shout out to Thugger Daily. Yeah. So Thugger Daily, you're not coming up. You're gonna leave us hanging.
Thugger Daily, give me a good question. I'll answer it. Whatever you ask.
Wait, is this you with one follow? I'm gonna be number 2.
Shout out to Kat. No, thank you. I haven't been on that thing. The only way I go there is to get documents from Thugger Daily for this trial, or when people send them to me. So thank you for that. Whoever you are, Thugger Daily, you are appreciated.
You've got no profile pic or anything. It's gonna be like when I wasn't sure if Kayla was really Kayla or a fake account.
That's how we met.
There were so many fake accounts at the beginning. I'm like, oh my God, I have to say that. And I'm gonna just answer this one more time. I do not know Adrian Love outside of the courthouse. I've never seen her outside of the courthouse. I've never seen her outside of the courtroom. Simone, yes, I've seen her outside of the courtroom in the courthouse, but only still in professional environments. We are not friends, but I have a lot of, you know, professional respect for Simone.
Well, actually, I kind of felt bad for Simone when I was watching. I was like, this doesn't seem like an easy job to have to, on direct examination with Woody, that doesn't seem like an easy job. But then I read the transcript and I was like, oh, she knew all of this was happening and wanted him to be a witness anyway. So she kind of brought this all on herself. So all of that went out the window for me. And I was like, why did they stick her to question him?
Well, I was confused about it too. But, you know, like I said, people don't understand, you know, even if I don't agree with someone, I still have clients. And, you know, I can't get on here and say, Adrian and Simone are terrible lawyers and terrible prosecutors. And then I get me a serious case and they're like, oh, you know, and then the offer's 20 years and I'm not moving and I'm not negotiating and I'm not, you know, and that is where no matter how I feel, whether good or bad, I still have clients to protect. I still have people who need me and need me to have positive relationships, positive professional relationships, you know, so that my clients are not retaliated against, no matter what's going on here today.
Not that, but it just like it's still work, right? It still makes work easier when you aren't like trying to kill someone every time you walk down the hallway.
But it doesn't mean I agree. I don't. I'm going to actually say I don't agree with the way this trial has gone. I don't agree with what has happened. I do not.
And I'm laughing at the chat. They say they're
right.
Food to saving face. Like, no, like to say that without thinking that there isn't real world practicality to needing to communicate with people, even if you don't agree with everything that person says, is just not realistic.
And as she said earlier, it's the prosecutor that decides if you even get charged or not.
Be concerned that someone getting the impression that you don't like them could
it's the one that could give your client 100 years or can let them off with 2 weeks of probation.
No, there's nothing for me to, you know, expose. Everything's been exposed. There's nothing more that I know. You know, people are like, oh, you're with. I've exposed everything that I can expose. And also, I want people to understand that even though Judge Glanville says he has no interest in pursuing the matter anymore, my motion to quash is still outstanding. And the new judge, Judge Cross, who has been assigned to hear the motion to recuse, has put out an order that the state has to provide a written response to my motion. So there's still a possibility that, you know, someone could hear or see something that I'm doing and believe that, hey, what really happened? And then I'm back in a precarious situation. I don't think I've done anything. I know I have not done anything wrong, but what you guys have to understand is that when your bar license and your ability to practice and your reputation is at the hand of another person, you have to humble yourself. And if you can't humble yourself, then, you know, anything goes.
And then I've got a question. So Kimberly Brown is asking, was Miss Love in the room the whole time? Because it looks like from the transcript that she swaps out of there when Hilton comes in.
That's what happened.
She swapped out?
Mm-hmm. And, you know, for people saying that, you know, I am with the
why the hell did the prosecutors have to swap out instead of being in there at the same time?
With the defense. And, you know, like I say, someone else definitely gave them a nudge about what happened. But there is no part of me that denies that I sat down with them and gave them a legal perspective, a defense attorney perspective as to what happened in that meeting. And I don't think that they would have had the information that they had without me. However, I can't lie and say I was the first person because I was in the courtroom protecting my...
So yeah, she said she wasn't the first one to tell. She told.
And you know what?
Nobody else would have had reason to.
I don't think I've told anybody this, is that when I went into the courtroom on Tuesday when I was summoned back at 9:30, the first thing I said is, you know, I need to talk to Mr. Copeland. And it's so crazy to me. This is something I 100% did not agree with, is the state, and it wasn't Simone and it wasn't Adrian, but the prosecution team tells me, you're not his attorney, you can't talk to him. Just like that. And I say, well, what am I doing here? And they kept me away from Woody the whole morning prior to him coming in the courtroom. As soon as he steps foot in the courtroom, before he gets on the stand, he goes, "Where's Kayla?" And I'm sitting right there because at this point, I refuse to sit where the attorneys sit. I refuse to sit anywhere near the prosecution. And I'm sitting with the family and the regular people because that's the only people I trust in the courtroom at that point.
Yeah, and then people are making something out of that too, but
yeah, I've never heard that before. That's strange.
Yeah. And so then I'm like, well, why am I here if I can't talk to him? So he comes in the courtroom, he's like, I need to talk to Kayla. Because now everybody is confused.
Yeah, something ain't right about that.
And then
keeping
he
you away from your own
says,
client.
"You're not released." And I'm like, well, they saying I can't talk to him. He's saying I'm not released. What is going on?
I would say if, and obviously there are things in the affidavits that
I
are
say
little
it's
more
a mistrial on the way.
At that point, I would imagine someone who's had a lot of experience in the courtroom could put two and two together that possibly the witness plans
Mistrials aren't necessarily good though.
halfway in, halfway out. That's why Kayla.
A couple days ago, it's been a year since YNW Millie trial ended in a mistrial. They haven't re-tried him yet. He's been in jail for 5 years.
Let's make an educated guess that this ex parte meeting was about exactly what it was about.
But you know what's also crazy is that I had not spoken to Rudy over the night. But when he pulls me, he says I need to talk to him. He knew everything that was going on, and he was not there. Someone had already told him, "Look, this is what's happening." And yes, if Attorney Steele subpoenas me for anything, I will testify.
I mean, I guess the good news is he's in jail, not prison.
Trademark Entertainment is saying to set up a Cash App, buy a coffee, and a PayPal.
If
her
that's
Cash
any
App
better,
is
really.
the little like sign on her name right now, because she can't monetize it. I'm sure you'll get the invitation to monetize as soon as the stream is done, because you should hit 4,000 hours. You need 4,000 hours of watch time to be able to monetize, but you'll get it as soon as this is done. It's been enough people in here.
Okay, what do you guys want to know about in the transcript specifically?
So I will ask this. So did the state related Woody that
hit the
he had
Cash
full
App,
immunity from
hit the
state
super
and federal
chat,
prosecution?
hit the PayPal, join the
Definitely
membership.
in there.
Whatever.
Right.
I mean, they got 2 lawyers and a successful
Yeah.
YouTuber saying hit them motherfuckers, so I might as well get in and wrap it in.
Because first they were saying, okay, you have immunity, so you're good to go. But I think we passed it.
And also, Woody even called it out. He says, "There's no immunity for murder. I mean, there's no statute of limitations for murder."
Right. And my thing is, if he
that out.
There we go, right there.
Okay. And also, let me see, like murder. Yeah, don't care. It was another one where she was explaining like the 4-year statute of limitations for state crimes and 5 years for federal crimes. And, you know, if she gave him immunity and her immunity supposedly covered all of his transactions, whether it's state or federal, why is she then turning around telling him about the statute of limitations being 4 years and 5 years if that immunity supposedly covered all? So I think they really had him confused when they were just throwing all these words around at him at one time. I think it was at the top. Let's see. Was it 2000? I think it said 2015.
That long paragraph where they were, not long paragraphs where they were describing it.
Oh, yeah, right here. Yes.
And sub up to Truth Snap.
So she said you cannot be prosecuted for anything you testify federally or statewide. Immune, period. And then she goes on to quote the statute of limitations. The federal statute of limitations is 5 years.
I want to say something about this when you're done. But go ahead.
Oh yeah, all right. Okay, yeah, 5 years, and then the statute of limitation for anything statewide is 4 years. If he's completely immune, he has immunity, then why are you saying that he cannot be prosecuted because of the statute of limitations? So clearly her immunity doesn't cover as much as she led on to Woody.
Yeah, and like I said, with that, you know, a lot of people are asking, and then I'm gonna get to this question, but a lot of people are asking, how come I didn't say anything? And so my position there was, I'm not going to get into an argument and making a record that's clouded with Simone or Adrian or anyone. But there were several off the record moments where I discussed, hey, this is what they're saying, this is what's true, this is what's not true, what you want to do. And that is my role as a lawyer. My role is not to say, hey, stop giving my client legal advice, because she can do whatever she wants to do. You know, it's just a matter of, okay, once they got the room, now it's me and you. And I can give you the real. But that doesn't need to be on the transcript because that's between me and my client.
I agree.
And just to this question, you know, but I honestly, this is what's most alarming to me is that, you know, when I go back and I look at these replays, it just seems like, you know, Love is just like making all these faces and writing all these notes and just doing all this stuff. And it seems like it is off. Something is wrong.
I didn't realize I was muted. When they were fighting over the microphone, I was laughing so hard. Like, that was just so funny to me. And I didn't realize it until Cuff Boys clipped it. He made a little timestamp in one of his videos just for this microphone fight. It was so funny.
And y'all, somebody said, hold on, how do I go back to this? Let me see this. How do I do this? Somebody said, Kayla, your godson and Young Thug being related, true or no? If not, if he not, why just not say no? Well, this is my first time being asked, so when did I get a chance? Yes, that is my godson. Noah is my godson. Next.
Okay. Come on. They said it in my chat last night.
He's my godson. I posted a picture of him in the but I don't understand how that has anything to do with anything. And, you know, people keep asking, you know, somebody just said that's why they thought I'd be the one to tell the truth. But, I mean, I don't think that anyone thinks I did not tell the truth. I definitely told the truth. It's just when I had the opportunity to do so. And it's not one of those things where I don't think anybody realizes, Kat, post this to show everybody my godson. I don't think people realize, I'll take this to you. I don't think people realize how much stress I was under after that meeting. I don't think people realize we were in there for 2 hours and I was under just as much stress and pressure as Woody. Just as much.
Well, he said it too. He was like, I'm just done with it. Well, let me open this picture in a separate window.
Yeah, white girl.
What, who says that? This is my baby, y'all.
How old do you think she is? Like 32? Late 20s?
That's Noah, y'all.
28 to 32.
Look at him.
Oh, yeah, he's handsome.
Hey, yeah, that's why he'll tell you he's handsome, too.
I say some of these like questions that people do have in the speculation, it's just like, if some theory, some conspiracy theory is true, does that make this ex parte meeting okay? No. Like,
right, what
no matter what other
anything?
thing we tack on to anything. Oh, Kayla's sitting somewhere in the courtroom. Should she be sitting over here instead? Well, does that change the ex parte meeting? Having, you know, Brady issues, Giglio issues. Like, no, it doesn't change that at all.
What was the conversation on camera that the judge referred to? That is, like I told you guys, I was the very first place I went. I wish you guys could have saw me. Like, I was so stressed out in that meeting. I was stressed out. So I knew he was stressed out too. And I think that's the part that isn't fair to me, is that people don't understand what I went through in that meeting. No, it's not about me, but the pressure was, I felt bad for my client, who wasn't my client. I felt like I didn't know enough about what had happened before this day. And that, you know, because I had a previous honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you, when Woody walked in that room, he was in chains and he walked into the judge's chambers and my heart broke, but I had comfort in knowing I was the only person in that room that he trusted. And that was before he said it, but I saw it in his face. It was almost like, thank you. Well, but that's something that you guys can't see.
When we found out from this transcript that Hilton had been trying to have conversations with him all week. So he went through a week of someone trying to prod or nudge at him to give them what they wanted him to deliver on the stand. Because it seems like he wasn't able to get in touch with Melnick, maybe that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or whatever. And then all weekend, he wasn't able to use a phone while he was locked up. So I'm sure I would be relieved Monday morning. Honestly, not even just you, but anyone that wasn't just on the state side. And I include, when I say that, I mean Judge Glanville included. Like,
Yeah, so I mean, I just think that this, even though there will be an opportunity for Woody and me after all this is over, because there are some things that people say that you're not saying that I have to protect him still. Yes, he's even though he's not my client, attorney-client privilege does not end just because he fired me. There are still things I have to protect, whether that's things he told me or things that I know not to say to protect him. And just besides that, like I told you guys previously in a live, I can probably count on my hands of the thousands of clients I've had in the 8 years who can't just call me and say, hey, I had a baby. Hey, it's my daughter's birthday. Hey, it's this. I have real relationships and real friendships with my clients that, my interest is to protect them always.
You're not me off of my feet, attorney-client privilege can even extend into death. Just because your client passed away, you just can't start, talking your business. So I definitely agree with what you said.
And I do think that there was an audio recording. I did see like a little tape recorder from the court reporter. But I'm being honest with you guys when I say there is nothing of substance that is missing from this transcript. The only thing that's missing, it would be in the interest of myself, which was when I was fired in chambers. And there was, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, when we were about to go downstairs, the last thing I say before we leave off the record is, I wish I had some popcorn for this. Because I knew what was about to happen. The judge did not tell the deputies to turn off their body cams, but that was something that they did, I guess, do amongst themselves. The very first thing they did when they came in was turn off their body cams, but I think that was in the interest of protecting attorney-client privileged information, because what you got to understand is the deputies could not leave, even when it was just me and Woody in the room. But that per se did not destroy attorney-client privilege because he was in custody. So that changes the dynamic a little bit. I don't know what the security interest was. Okay, guys, you got any more questions?
See, I don't know if white girls from California, but I'm just
Kat,
my head going to make it for California.
I feel like someone's going to ask you one more time if those transcripts were altered, redacted, missing things.
Probably from Chatsworth.
No, somebody said.
Graduated in 2004.
Yeah, I mean, okay, talk about, Kat, do you have that timeline? Can we talk about the judicial notice that he took? I would love to review that.
Her parents are probably lawyers too.
What documents do I have?
Probably went to Loyola Marymount.
What are you looking for? I just pulled up my folder.
That when the video when Judge Glanville goes through this timeline.
Oh, that was a short day. What was that? Was that the 1st, July 1st?
That was the 1st, yeah.
I did also write down the times, but it is funny to listen to him because he put so many ums.
I meant to ask Eddie to ask me those 3 questions. But I think he has the answers now. I think he got those answers on Miss Sylvia's chat the other night.
Yeah, because the judge had the timeline all type of backwards.
Yeah, we need to go through that timeline.
Got to. Because I said to myself, there's no way she talked to Woody for over an hour. I mean, that just seemed unnatural when you have a whole staff of people waiting outside while y'all having a proper conversation. I mean, yeah, that's it.
For the super quick, he said that it was from 9:10 to 11:31, which that kind of seems to match up with the numbers. Woody gets there at 10:03, but then they stop at 10:17, so 14 minutes later, and then he's talking to you all the way from 10:17 until 11:28, so for over an hour. So his timestamps made it seem like the active part where Woody was there was like 17 minutes total. That was the whole ex parte meeting.
Yeah, and I was, okay. Go ahead.
Oh, sure.
I'm going to take judicial notice of the following timeline. On Friday, June the 7th, 2024, Mr. Kenneth Copeland was granted immunity from prosecution pursuant to 24-5-507 and that'll be marked as Courts 2. So the transfer will be Court 1. His immunity agreement, Mr. Copeland, will be Court 2. Mr. Copeland, who was represented by Mr. Jonathan Melnick and advised of his rights and obligations during the proceedings on Friday, June the 7th, which will be marked as Courts 3, the transcript of those proceedings, Mr. Copeland invoked his Fifth Amendment privilege and was held in contempt, and that will be Courts 4, Mr. Copeland's order of contempt. Mr. Melnick informed the court that he was not going to be in attendance of any further proceedings as he would be on leave effective 10 June of 2024. The court informed Mr. Melnick that his leave, or I had discussions with him that his leave was not proper and that he needed to be in attendance on Monday, June the 10th of 2024 with Mr. Copeland. Mr. Melnick relayed that attorney Caleb Bumpus would be representing Mr. Copeland. On Monday, June the 10th, before court, Mr. Edward Chamberlain, the court's litigation manager, informed the court that the state wished to have an ex parte meeting with the court. No subject matter of the ex parte meeting was told. The entirety of the ex parte hearing held on the 10th of June of 2024 was taken down by Ms. Christina Weaver, the court's official court reporter. This ex parte hearing was held in chambers starting at 9:10 a.m. Present along with the court were Ms. Caleb Bumpus, attorney or ADA Ms. Adrian Love. Also present were the DA's investigators, Mr. Long and Mr. Hamilton. The ex parte hearing stood in recess from 9:34 to 10:03 a.m. to await Mr. Copeland's arrival. The ex parte hearing resumed with Mr. Copeland present at 10:03 a.m. Also present were attorney Bumpus, Ms. Hilton, the DA's investigators Long and Hamilton, the court and security personnel, deputies Houston, McPherson, Brown, Sergeant Brown, and Sergeant Hall. The ex parte hearing stood in recess to allow Mr. Copeland to have a private conversation with attorney Bumpus from 10:17 a.m. to 11:28 a.m. The ex parte hearing resumed at 11:28 a.m. The ex parte hearing concluded at 11:31 a.m. The court arrived in courtroom 1C at 11:49. The transcript of those proceedings, starting as of 11:49, or when the court presumed that held the proceedings on 10 June in courtroom 1C 2024, that will be marked as Courts 5. The proceeding in 1C commenced on the record at 11:52 a.m. A lunch recess was had at 12:51 p.m. The parties returned from lunch, and Mr. Steele informed the court that he had a motion, and that was at 1:46 p.m.
So there's the Glanville timeline.
What happens after 1:46 p.m.?
That's when Steele makes his inquiry.
You
want to keep going?
No.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna cut it. How much? We're almost done anyway. It's the majority of it. If y'all want to see the rest, her name is highlighted in the blue. We're gonna see what kind of shenanigans Woody is into on his channel. I see it's a lot of different videos of him just out enjoying life on IG and people calling him a rat, and he crashing out and he cutting up. He got to deal with that the rest of his life. I'm sorry, he just does. But yeah, Gabe, you got anything?
I love white women.
Well, everybody does. The bloodline sucks. Solo ain't won no damn match in over a year, and then all of a sudden he win at the pay-per-view. This is what the fuck?
But Cena's gonna be full-time for
nobody cares. All he's gonna do is put people over, and he's gonna get a title reign. Who wants to see him win one more championship?
I do.
Or is he gonna fight Cody? No, he old. He don't even like the vegan John Cena ain't right.
Watch, his last match will be against LA Knight, and LA Knight's gonna whoop his ass.
It's over with. It's over with for LA Knight. Fucking what's that Uso is gonna main event. Jay Uso is gonna yeet a championship before LA Knight
because the Yaz beat the Yeet.
I don't even know what the fuck that is, but yeah, they're not gonna He ain't gonna do nothing. LA Knight is over with.
No, he's not.
Sorry, it's over. Yeah, but your boy, old Damien.
Yeah,
that's the story. That's the storyline.
Not
Not Damien. I mean Drew McIntyre. We know what Damien is about to become a babyface, and he's gonna come out tomorrow and Monday and say, "Seth, I didn't know that, and I want to beat you fair and square. So come on, rematch." He's babyfacing. He's leaving the Judgment Day, which is essentially gonna make it non-defunct because everybody in there is a dwarf except for Ray. I mean Dominic and what's that chick's name? Rhea. The tallest one.
My woman.
Yeah. McDonough, and I did not know McDonough. You can tell he's like
he always
their
sucked.
heads are so big. They got like I'm saying I didn't know he was that short, but then when you look at his head, you tell he's a little person, just like Chad Gable.
Yep.
You wouldn't know this
5'7".
until you see how big their head is. Like, damn, y'all gotta be shot of hell.
LA Knight, he's my for real.
Yeah, whatever. All right, y'all. We up out of here. To the next episode. Never been a hoe, I stay on go, so what the business? Nigga talking reckless, shoot his bitch ass with the quickness. Now he bleeding, sorry, begging, asking for forgiveness. Bow, 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 Limp Biscuit. All my niggas wildin', they done labeled us a misfit. Wake up every morning, 2 or 3, 5 in the Fitbit. Oh shit, didn't nobody come to see you old. It's some focus, shoot 100 shots, no reloaded. Master of the game, you would think I'm into coded. Memphis niggas spit this pimpin', mackin' like I'm golden. Ho, with my money, you gon' turn me to the old me. Say hi, first class flight, I'm in the nosebleed. Hop it, cook it, whip it, ship it till you count the proceeds. OG, I've been moving fat niggas since 03. Low key, niggas hating but they don't want no beef. State gang, true sippers, bitch, I bet we don't eat. Get jammed, get a lawyer, make it bunny, don't speak. Pour up, I need some more. A nigga had a long week. Shout out to my plug, he showed me love, he out in Long Beach. I'm true geek, walking by myself but left with 2 freaks. Ooh, we nothing in they mouth and on they booty. Austin Power swag, yeah baby, this is groovy. You can call me Money Boy or you can call me Nudie. Hood niggas, churches, chicken, let me get a 2-piece. Top down, 2-seater, let me feel the 2 breathe. Gotta hold it steady, chopper, kick it back like Bruce Lee. Lately I've been in the zone, I guess I'm in my 2-3. Don't call my phone for nothing less than a QP. Feeling like the Migos, cause my bitch is bad and bougie. All my haters love me, all these bitches just some groupies. Came a long way, I like to introduce the new me. Standing on business like I'm king or like I'm Drewski. Call me Ron Island cause I like my love for choosy. When we link it's a movie, she bustin' like a Uzi. I love the way she do me, I beat it up like Uzi. She dancing just like Suki. Call me Ron Island cause I love my love for choosy. When we link it's a movie, she bustin' like a Uzi. I love the way she do me, I beat it up like Uzi. She dancing just like Suki. I never been a hoe, I stay on go, so what the business? Niggas talking reckless, shoot his bitch ass with the quickness. Name pleading, sorry, begging, asking for forgiveness. Bow, 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 Limp Biscuit. Never been a hoe, I stay on go, so what the business? Nigga talking reckless, shoot his bitch ass with the quickness. Name pleading, sorry, begging, asking for forgiveness. Bow, 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 Limp